Hi, this is Kathi Quinn with Floriani. Floriani is a division of R&K Distributing, and I want to welcome you to this week's Project of the Week. Now, I've been doing a lot of seminars this last couple of months, and the questions are always fantastic. And this week I realized that we have a little bit of confusion on my design album. So I want to go through just some quick steps on that. We do have some video archived on it, so please feel free to go to our weekly videos, look at our archives, go to our webinars, look at our My Design Album archive. But I'm going to answer a couple of specific questions that seem to come up again and again. So My Design Album, when you first open it, we're going to double left mouse click on the icon. If you were opening it for the very first time, if you were just installing this program, you would get a couple of boxes come up and ask some questions. Now, the first thing it would be asking you is your preferences. Now, last week we went through the preferences on our Floriani Total Control U. Well, here's the same things. We're looking at preferences. Now, the first thing is under my general options, it says, what program do you want to open your designs with? Now, we assume, of course, everybody loves Floriani Total Control U, Floriani My Decorative Quilter. However, you can browse, and if you have other embroidery programs in your computer, PE Design, Palette, Artista, Janome, Viking, FOF, anyone, you could set that as the program that would open any of the designs we work with in here. So that's first. Now the second one is thread brand charts to print. So you can also pick your thread chart. Now what's important about this is it's also your thread converter. So again, if you have a program that the designer happens to digitize the designs and use Madeira thread or Robinson Anton or Isofil or Isacord or, you can set it to your preferred thread method. So when it comes up and it's showing you all the colors that you're going to use in that design, and you might want to print out that sheet to sit by your machine, this is where you would decide which thread chart you wanted it to match to. Now the next one is input formats. Now we all know that our machines speak a language. Okay, the WAF and the C2S files are not design files. They are information files. However, anything you get from Floriani, if we're giving you free designs, if you're getting designs in your software, if you're buying our You Design It's, you're always going to get them in the WAF format, Walter Augustus Floriani. But the only thing that this can open is WAF files. So those files are not design files. They only work in Floriani software. However, you can open any design format, such as your PES for your Baby Lock Brother, your SEW for your Janome, your Jeff for your Janome, your H2S Viking. You get the idea. You can go all the way down, as well as all of your nice quilting formats. It's got your cutting formats, and then I want you to come on down and look here as well. It also has all your artwork files formats, your SVG, your WMF, your EMF, your AI. It's got all of those as well, plus your image files, your bitmaps, your JPEGs, your GIFs, your TIFFs. So this program will not only look at working files, it will look at design files, it will look at your artwork files, and it will work on your image files. So what this tells me is I can organize designs, artwork, pictures. I've got a whole lot of organization in this program. Now, when you start, the idea of My Design Album is to let you create an address book in your computer to let you know where your designs are and catalog them. So I could have all my chickens in one folder, and I could even further define that, say chickens and pink hats, chickens with Easter eggs, roosters, hens, country chickens, city chickens, however you want to do it, you can completely organize to the nth degree to your comfort zone to where you can find what you want. But if you just check everything, you're going to go nuts because most of us, as we all know, she who dies with the most designs wins. So some of us have hundreds of thousands of designs, and a lot of them are the same design over and over and over because we also have it in every single format. So this program is going to give you the opportunity to organize those files, and it's an address book. So I want you to understand first and foremost, I'm not moving designs around my computer. It's just like your iPhone or your Droid. You've got your contact list. You've got everybody's address, so when you push that button, it calls your daughter. It doesn't move your daughter into your home. So we're looking at the same type file here. All I'm doing is listing my contacts. Then when I want to open a design, it knows where in my computer, where their house is to go pull it up. So I suggest you start small. Now I'm going to do my WAF files, and I'm going to select PES. That's all I'm going to select right now. Please don't select them all because you will be overwhelmed because you'll have every design in 10 or 12 formats. So now that I've told it my general options, what program to open them with, the thread chart I want to use, and the designs I want to open right now, I'm going to say OK. Now the next thing it's going to ask you is which folders do you want me to watch? Now again, don't make the mistake of saying, I just want you to find everything in my computer, because you'll be overwhelmed. Start small. I have gone into, if you'll notice, we're going to come on down. I went into my Floriani and all I checked was my free monthly designs. I don't want to look at anything else in this computer. I just want to look at my free Floriani designs because I want this to be manageable. So now when I say OK, and remember it says watch. What is cool about this watch is even after I've organized every design, if I drop new designs in there, the next time I open this program, it'll say, oh, you just added 12 new designs to that folder. Let me go ahead and put them in your pending file so you can organize them. So once you get a handle on it, then it'll bring in your files as they come in, and then you can organize very rapidly. So I'm going to say OK. Now over in this bottom pane, let me open my little drawing program to help you. Over in this bottom pane right here, it's telling me all the designs that I have in organizing, that I'm working with organizing right now is 1,259. So that's every one of them. Now some of these I've already organized. So which ones haven't I organized? I can look in pending. And when I go to pending, it'll tell me what hasn't been organized. Now as you can tell, because we're doing a new exercise, I don't have anything anywhere. I haven't put any designs in anything. All my designs is the same number as my pending. So now I might want to start going ahead and organizing. Now under birds here, I'm going to come down to holidays. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select the word holiday. Now there's nothing in that folder, so everything disappears. I'm going to right mouse click on holiday, and I'm going to say I want a category under holiday, and I want that to be Easter. So I've created another folder. Now let's go to my pending designs. Now I'm going to start selecting here, and I'm going to hold down my control key. And I'm going to select all these little Easter chick looking designs. Now with those, I want you to notice I'm going to hold down my control key, and I'm going to drag these designs, and I'm going to go down to holiday, and I'm going to drop these in Easter. Now look, they disappeared out of my pending, They're no longer in my pending file. If I go to all embroidery, they're there because it's all of my embroideries. But if I go to pending, those 5 designs have disappeared. Now let's keep going here. Oh look, this looks Eastery, Easter, Easter. So I can do some other things that kind of look like Easter to me. So I can scroll down, and I'm holding down my left mouse key. So anything that looks like Easter to me, I'm picking up. So you're getting the idea. Oh, here's a bunch. So these are all kinds of Easter designs. Now, I could say, you know what? I could put these under that Easter. I could put another category that said Easter eggs. So you get the idea. We can get as specific as we want or as broad. So now with all of these selected, I'm going to go ahead and drag these into my Easter folder right here as well. So just drag and drop. So now I've got 15 designs under Easter. Now if I didn't want to make a whole bunch of subfolders, here's what I could do. I'm going to select this design. Now notice when I click on it, remember I told you it would match to the color chart you picked? So my color chart's Floriani. I'm going to add a keyword to this. I'm going to edit keyword, and I'm going to add chick, and I'm CHICK, and I'm going to add a comma, and I'm going to add pink hat. All right, so I've put 2 keywords to go with this, and I'm going to say okay. Now notice under this chick, on this design, it says chick pink hat. So let's grab this one. Now let's edit the keyword on this one. Now I've got a list now. I've started a list. So now I just want to put this one as chick. I'm going to come up here and put, here, let's get this one. Now let's go to edit keyword. Let's go to this list again. This is a chick with a pink hat again. Okay. All right. Now let's go ahead and grab an egg. Let's edit keyword. And let's put Easter egg. Easter? Well, I don't need to put Easter because I've already got into that category. Let's just put egg. Okay. Now I can start clicking my other eggs. Now I don't have to type that word in again because now egg has been added to my list. So we're getting the idea. Now here's a bunny. So let's put bunny. Okay. And I could say this bunny also has an egg. Okay. So now that you're seeing that I'm getting more and more refined, let's go into this folder and say I want to see anything with the word pink. So there's my pink hat chickens. Let's go ahead and say egg. There's anything that I've added the word egg to. Let's just put chick. Whoops. So there's the ones I've added chick to. So you can get as specific as you want, as broad as you want. And I was seeing that this was causing us some confusion. And where the biggest confusion came in was number 1. Oh, I've taken out my keyword. Why do I see all my designs? Because that says all of them. I can always see every design that I have got pulled up just in order, and it's going by order of alphabetical. I can see the ones I haven't categorized anywhere by touching the word pending. I can further go down, and if I just want to see the ones under holidays, right now it's everything under holidays. Of course, all I have right now is Easter, but I could add Valentine, Christmas, St. Patty's Day, whatever. And then further within that folder, work with my keywords. I can also find designs by format. So I could say, what have I got in the PES format? What have I already converted? Well, I have this Easter basket and this little Easter chick. Or I could look by April. I could look by the name. So any design that has the name April in it came up. You notice I'm missing some because some of those designs were under February. So you can look under name, design format, or by any of your keywords. This works whether you're doing this for designs, for pictures, for artwork. So I wanted you to kind of get an idea because I was seeing a whole lot of confusion between all pending categories and keywords. That seemed to be the majority of questions that I was getting. Just go through real quick. Let's go to File. I could now say I want to print a catalog. Now I just want to do holidays right now, and I can decide what I want in it. You can make your decisions. So let's say okay. Now under this, those were the holidays designs I had selected because remember, I typed in the word February. So it's only going to show me the designs with the keyword February in them. It's going to give me the Floriani thread colors I need to use. I've told it to tell me the size of it. I told me to tell me where its address is because remember, here's the phone number. This is that contact list. It didn't move my design. It didn't move the friends into my house, but it showed me where I could dial them up. So if I wanted to find this design as far as in my computer, it's under C, Floriani Designs, Free Monthly Designs, February 2013. And the name of it is 2013 February -1 WAF. So as you can see, it makes it really, really easy for you to do that catalog preview and see what's going on. You can also go, let's go to pending, or let's go to all, because I want to know in all my designs, if I'm going in, I'm going to get rid of February, because right now, because I've got that FE, it's only showing me designs that FE is the first two letters. If I wanted to say, I need to sort these, I'm in a hurry, I want to sort them by stitch count because I only have a few minutes to stitch out something. So what has the least stitch count here? So by going to stitch count, I can start looking through my designs with the least amount of stitch count, so they're going to stitch out the fastest. Okay, so those are going to be listed in the order of number of stitches. Or I could sort by number of color changes. I don't have time to sit there and change the colors. I just want this to stitch out in one color while I'm getting dressed. So now here's the design starting with one color, then it'll move to two colors. You get it. You get the idea. So I wanted to kind of go through this with you and give you a little quickie. The other one too, date modified, is huge. How many times did you work on a design and you can't find it? You know you worked on it yesterday, but you don't know where you left it. If you go by date modified, you can look at yesterday, last night, a week ago. So you can look through date modified. Your tools, again, we've talked about the watch folders. We've talked about the preferences. You can reset your catalog, which means it's going to reset to start over. You can also back it up, so you can reinstall it, and you can restore it. So again, edits, view, what size do we want to view? Do we want to see larger icons? Do we want to see smaller icons? Do we want to see it by a list of just names with a little picture? So there's a lot of ways to view this. I like the medium icons. That's my comfort zone. We've talked about sort. We've talked about tools. So I hope this has kind of given you a little bit more to work on comfortably with your designs. In my design album, this is one of the most powerful programs for organizing and playing with designs. And remember, not only is it a powerful organizer, you can also do some editing, color changing. Let me just right mouse click on this design and let's edit this design. Now this opens in a little bitty engine that's within this program. You don't need Floriani Total Control U. You don't need My Decorative Quilter. You don't have to have another program to open this design, to change the format, to maybe select this and say, I want that to be red. Undo as your friend. Maybe I want to rotate it. Oops, I only had one piece. Ha ha ha. Let's get all items. Let's rotate. Let's mirror image, vertical, horizontal. Let's pick a hoop. Let's decide this is going to be in my, let's make it in a bigger hoop. And maybe I want to fit it to that hoop. So I can fit to hoop in here. I can look at the 3D view. As you can see, I can measure. I can zoom in. I could, if I just wanted to keep this little part of my butterfly, I could come in here and actually delete pieces. I can't really edit, but I can delete. So I can delete, I could delete, and I could delete. If I just needed this for something, you get the idea. If I just needed a piece. You also have in here, let me undo as my friend so everything comes back. You've got a slow redraw. How cool is this? So you can watch your design draw out and make sure it's drawing out the way you want. You can change your colors. You can also, which is absolutely amazing here, I can also batch convert. So if I needed to change this or change a whole folder of designs, I could come in here and say, take this design, take everything that's in WAF format, and I want you to convert it to a baby lock. And I also, let's say I also have a Janome. So I could have it convert those designs from one format to another. So this is a very, very powerful program, especially for the price. So if you're not familiar with My Design Album, get it. If you have My Design Album, I hope this answered some of the more pressing questions that I got at my last seminar. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I look forward to seeing you next time.